Now, still in local news, UNP activists point out that majority of the members of the party's leadership council, including its chairman, polled less votes at the last parliamentary election than other candidates.
Yes, than any other candidates in fact, and they question whether persons whose voter bases have deteriorated in such a manner can steer the party to victory.
The chairman of the UNP Leadership Council, MP Karuja Surya, who contested the last parliamentary election from the Gampaha district, polled less votes than rookie MP Upeksha Swarnamali, who also contested from the Gampaha district. Incidentally, Karuja Surya was placed third in the Gampaha district. UNP activists point out that a comparison of the past election results shows a gradual deterioration of the voter base of the chairman of the Leadership Council, MP Karuja Surya. At the 2001 parliamentary election, MP Karuja Surya polled 250,912 preferential votes in the Gampaha district. At the 2004 parliamentary election, MP Karuja Surya's voter base declined to 202,029 preferential votes. Party activists point out that after crossing over to the government with 17 prominent UNPers, MP Karuja Surya returned to the party alone. At the subsequent parliamentary election in 2010, Jasuria only polled 60,310 preferential votes. MP Kabir Hashim, who represents the Kegal district, is also a member of the UNP Leadership Council. He contested the 1994 parliamentary election from the Kegal district and was defeated. Party leader Ranil Wickramasinghe subsequently took steps to make Jatilaka Podinilame, the MP who came in first in the district, Chief Minister of the Sabaragamuwa province. Kabir Hashim was then appointed to Parliament to take up the seat left vacant by Podinilame. In 2000, Kabir Hashim was defeated once again. At the 2001 parliamentary election, ULM Farouk, an active political leader with a sizable UNP voter base in the Kegal district, was not given a nomination by party leader Ranil Wickramasinghe. Farouk says he even questioned the leader on why he was not being granted a nomination. Kabir Hashim was able to get elected to Parliament from the Kegal district at this election. While Kabir Hashim secured 69,372 preferential votes at the 2004 parliamentary election, come 2010, his voter base had declined to 48,822 preferential votes. Who is being deceived?
And now the South Asia Policy and Research Institute organized a colloquium on the challenges of pluralism in South Asia, which was held in Colombo yesterday.
The symposium featured several prominent multidisciplinary international experts. The event saw the participation of numerous representatives of civil society, politics and the clergy. The chair of the South Asia Policy and Research Institute, former President Chandrika Kumaratunga, was also present.
Prejudice and violence should be to uninherit.
In other local news, depositors of Central Investment and Finance PLC who are facing a crisis have submitted a letter requesting an audience with the President to discuss the problems they are faced with.
The CIFL Depositors Association said that they had submitted the letter to the Presidential Secretariat this morning.
Depositors of Central Investment and Finance, PSC or CIFL, who have been unable to reclaim their deposits, staged a demonstration in Colombo today. They staged a protest march from the public library to the town hall and then held a peaceful demonstration at Lipton Circus.
There
are people who can no longer afford a square meal. There are patients here. 2 cancer patients have passed away. There are people who have been driven to despair and can no longer afford medication. There is no alternative. We asked the authorities what their final decision was. They have not given it to us. They have not called us. They have not held talks with us.
Following the demonstration, several representatives of the association departed for the Presidential Secretariat to hand over their requests for an audience with the President.
Now moving into your sports news, it's cricket. A clinical bowling performance by the Sri Lankan bowlers restricted Pakistan to a first innings total of 165 today after being put into bat.
And now this game is being worked off at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium.
Sri Lankan skipper Angelo Matthews' decision to invite Pakistan to take first lease of the wicket paid off as the Sri Lankan pace attack made early inroads. Nuwan Pradeep drew first blood, dismissing opener Ahmad Shahzad for just 3 runs. Pradeep struck again a short while later, dismissing Mohammad Hafiz for 21 runs. The Sri Lankan bowling attack made breakthroughs at regular intervals and Pakistan were eventually bundled out for a first innings score of 165. Khurram Manzoor fought a solitary battle for Pakistan with a well-made 73 runs. Nuwan Pradeep and Rangana Herad bagged 3 wickets apiece, while Surangal Akmal and Shaminda Eranga picked up 2 Pakistani scalps each.
Brilliantly taken. Kaushal Silva.
Wait, that's gone. Quicker one doing. Khan was the last man. Leg before for 2.
Sri Lanka, who commenced their reply, got off to a brisk start with opener Dimuth Karunaratne scoring 32 runs, inclusive of 7 boundaries. Karunaratne was, however, trapped in front by Junaid Khan shortly before stumps. At close of play today, Sri Lanka were 57 for the loss of 1 wicket, trailing Pakistan by 108 runs.
Karunaratne is going
7.5 overs, 94 runs, 1 wicket.
And with that, we wrap up tonight's edition of Primetime News. It's a pleasure having you with us. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Minoshi Ratnasekaran.
And I'm Adushka Balasurya. Good night.
Newsfirst at 9.
Hotline 0114-896-896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.